What up,
What's
everybody? Welcome to another motherfucking episode of For the Culture Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm with my brother
D's the tenfold.
and my other brother,
Jay Switay.
and we got a very
Wait, who are you?
Oh, and of course, you know, you're right. It's your boy Cass.
We
Yeah,
already
Like,
know.
there we
We
go.
already know.
I be forgetting sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get straight to the action.
Yes, sir.
But nah, I appreciate that, D.
For
I
sure.
appreciate always looking up. But we got a very good friend of mine, you know, a very special guest in the building, Miss Mango Kush.
Mango Kush.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling. Oh, can y'all hear me?
Wait, is your? There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Talk real quick.
Testing.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, how you feeling? How you feeling today?
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for pulling up, for real.
Sure.
Thanks for
Like,
having me.
it was like not too long ago. I was on the other side of a podcast, you know, yours.
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
like 2 months ago, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna
That's
bring her
hard.
in. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
it's
hard.
like we got my story that time, but you know, I think it's time to get the full Miss Mango Kush, you know, highlight
sure.
reel
Yeah.
for real.
Y'all haven't done one of these in a long time.
I know. That's why I'm like, I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, definitely got to get Mango over here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so the way we like to do things, we just start from the beginning. We hit the middle where it gets spicy and, you know, elevated. And then, you know, you talk to the people about what you got going on right now. And which is a lot, man. I see you working. Like, for real. You've been
Right,
grinding
working.
out here.
Thank you.
Like, outside of, like, I don't think a lot of people know this, but since, like, we chill outside of, like, doing content and shit, and, like, you do work in being an influencer, and then you do your own shit, like official business, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and I don't think a lot of people know about that. So I want you to get in touch. Like, what outside of like influencing, you know what I'm saying, do you get in touch with? Like, makes you
Keep
like,
going.
gets you out of like,
Yeah.
because I know it could be.
that drive.
It's definitely
Yeah.
frustrating being an influencer because, like, me personally, I'm always like, now that I'm posting on YouTube constantly, I'm like stuck with the numbers. I'm like refreshing the
Yeah,
page.
stressful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. So it's like, what, you know, outside of influencing, when you feel like it's like stressful, what do you go to like?
Hey, I got to interrupt real quick. I was listening to the baby one time interview. And the baby, before he made it, he said, they asked him something like, what made you go when you realized this what you want to do, when you go lock in? He said, you know what I did? He was like, one year I told myself, he said, one year I just went straight in. I ain't worried about the views. I ain't worried about the numbers. I just put out content, put it out, and then it caught.
Mhm.
That's facts.
Packing the mail is gone.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
that's it.
Mhm.
But do your thing, Mango.
Yeah, I feel that. That makes
For
sense.
sure.
Yeah.
What was the question?
It was
Let's start at the beginning. I feel like we should get to that first. Because
alright,
I feel
you're
like
right.
We're
Well-
gonna talk a lot about like, you know, social media influencing and things like that. But like, let's just start with like, where are you from?
No, I'm from Decatur, Georgia.
Okay.
Decatur was
okay.
great.
What's that? Is
Yeah.
that counted as the north side or no?
No,
This is
No,
East
because north is
side.
Gwinnett. Oh, east side. Yeah, I see.
East area.
Yeah.
My
Where in Decatur?
My geography is kind
We're
of
in Decatur right now?
no.
No,
Where?
where?
Oh,
Not where.
They said where. I was like, I don't know.
Where in Decatur? Did you go to downtown Decatur a lot?
No, I moved out when I was like 7.
Mm.
So I didn't go anywhere.
Is that when you came to Gwinnett?
Yeah.
So then you came to the north side.
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
nice change.
So let's start in the beginning. Like, where did the whole concept? I know this story, but where did the concept of like Mango Kush come about? How did that origin story become? You know?
It wasn't supposed to be serious. It was like, it was a fucking joke. Wait, can we cuss on
Yeah.
here? It was a fucking joke. Like, my homeboy said it. Mind you, I had like no friends on Facebook. I had like 200 people or something. So like, I wasn't like doing social media or nothing. I was like very fucking underground. So I used to make little like bowls, like pipes,
Yeah.
back in high school. Like, we smoke out of it, and I used to try to make them out of mangoes because I thought I like mangoes.
Yeah, I remember making bowls
crazy.
like out of apples
Yeah,
and shit.
so I made one of mango, and he made a joke. He's like, "Oh, haha, this Mango Kush," and I was like, "LOL, I like that." And then one day I was like, I don't think I want my government info on the internet.
Facts.
So I just put that, but I didn't.
So it
was
just
between
became-
me and him.
It became like your username.
I
It
just
was a
left it,
username
and then it
tag,
stuck.
kind of.
Yeah, it stuck.
So
That's hard.
when did so you use the Mango Kush tag, right?
Mm-hmm.
When does it go from just being a name to like a brand? You know,
When you
like
get
Like what? And completely blunt. Like whatever you want to say. Like just
No filter. However, whatever.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Because I realized the transition when it happened. I was like, oh shit, that's not just my nickname, it's my brand now.
like people are like, what was it a moment like you were out and people like, yo, Mango Kush?
No, because even when that happened, I was like, that's just my nickname. Of course they're gonna call me Mango.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
So
tell
it
you
wasn't
my
like
business.
oh shit,
I guess it was when I started doing like when I started generating an income off my name. Then I went and got the LLC, and then I went and started the podcast, and then I opened my website so I could own everything. Like that's when I was like, yeah, this is my business. This is my brand. Like this is.
That's smart. You went straight to
yeah,
it. Like
I was like, I have to own shit.
that shit is important too.
And
Because
like,
you gotta go.
own the
Somebody
name.
will take it. Somebody else take it and run with it. Because it'd be so many people just thinking.
Somebody try to take my nickname.
Thinking the same thing that you be thinking.
What?
And you,
Yeah.
you gotta run with it.
Is that why you added the Miss? Like
No, that's because I got flagged for drug use on social
Oh
media.
my god.
Yeah. I would have just left it Mango Kush.
Okay,
But-
that's smart
Yeah.
though because the bigger you get, the more they try
And
to like.
yeah, they try
Yeah.
to flag it. And I was like, all right, whatever. Just Miss.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
someone had my name before, and we went at it because he was a dude, and I was like, yo, this not even a boy name. Like
Did you know him or was it like internet beef?
he was like
"Bruh,
this
get-
girl I knew was like her ex or her baby daddy or something.
Oh,
So
shit.
he actually got mad because I got him worked up, and he got me really mad. And I was like, yo, we could fucking throw hands over his name. I don't give a fuck,
Are you-
bitch.
Oh shit.
And then I
Shit,
don't
though.
know. I think he's in prison now, so fuck him.
Yeah.
And I think he
he's
changed his
man.
name too.
Hey,
I
yeah,
outranked him.
You really gotta copyright your shit. Cause
Yeah.
fun fact, when I first started doing music, I don't know if you remember in one of the interviews, but we was me, Load'em, we was calling ourselves Soldier Boys at first, and then we was popping in Tampa for real. We had a buzz crazy, like, and then Soldier Boy came out.
Oh,
and then I was
damn.
like, fuck. Then
Of
we had
course,
to change our
right,
shit
yeah,
to
right.
S.B, and everybody was like, Soldier Boy. They thought we was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that's Soldier Boy. And then
Damn.
I was like, fuck.
Damn.
So branding is like everything.
important.
So
Yeah.
it's smart to do that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you got into like the whole branding and shit, like it was you started modeling first, right?
No, I was go-go dancing at like raves and Havana. Where else? I don't want to say this one. Rush, Iris, like just clubs.
Right.
Opera when it was opera.
Yeah. Damn, that was a minute ago. I
Yeah.
remember that. Shit. So did you think that opened like your mind to like, okay, like I'm dancing, like motherfuckers obviously are entertained. You know what I'm saying? Am I like, do you go from like, okay, I could become a model, or how do you go into like the being the card? Because I don't know if a lot of people know, like you are a published model. You know what I'm saying? So it's like legit. You know, I'm surprised you're not verified, man. They be hating.
Yeah.
Like for real. So like, how does that transition happen?
So it wasn't like I was go-go dancing, and all I knew what I wanted to do was dance because I just like to dance. I was dancing everywhere. Dancing all the gay clubs too. So like I didn't transition from that to modeling. I just was dancing, and then this girl hit me up, and she was like, they need girls for a car show. And it was like the littlest pay with the longest hours, and it was so hot outside.
Oh man.
And my cheek piercings had gotten infected, I guess. So at the end of the night, I was in the hospital. It was a whole situation.
Shit.
Yeah, it was stupid.
That was
but-
your first ever car show?
Yeah, and I mean, I did it because I was like, I never experienced it. That sounds cool. And I had already, like, been in the nightlife from, like, 17. So, like, I was dancing the whole time. So I had been exposed to shit. So I wasn't, like, shy
Yeah.
to get in a bikini. But, like, yeah, I did that car show. And then 2 years later, I did my first official big show at that same show. But I was, like, way more money, headliner model,
Right.
lots of
Okay.
benefits.
So between that first show, right, and then to the 2 years later, like, what's going through your head? Because obviously there was like the show wasn't the experience, right? You thought it was gonna be at first.
I blew up on social media. That's all that happened. So I actually didn't do like any shows. That very first show was just me being like, "Fuck it."
Right.
Like
just starting
I don't
somewhere.
even
You gotta
recognize.
start.
I don't acknowledge that
Yeah.
show usually. So it's
Right.
probably the first time I said his name out loud in a long time.
That's real.
that's lit.
That's real though.
That's an
But-
exclusive right there.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I blew up on Facebook and I was like,
Do you
okay,
remember
babe.
your first viral video? Like that made you like blow up? Like
Was it like one video or was it like
Was it
several
pictures?
videos?
On Facebook? I don't
Yeah.
know what happened.
So that was like early on Facebook.
Like I woke up one day and I had like over 100 friend requests, and I don't know why.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I went from 200 friends to 5,000 probably in 6 months.
A lot of
Or
people
less.
catch that flow on like Facebook
It
and
was
Twitter for
weird.
real too. Like it don't even got to be Instagram or TikTok. Like it's still people catch they drift on Twitter or Facebook. Even,
Yeah, that
you know
is
what I'm saying?
crazy, bro. Till this day.
Random.
Yeah,
both.
Twitter too.
Like, right. Twitter early
Yeah.
on was blowing people up like
Yeah,
crazy. It was like on the
yeah.
TikTok
Yeah.
wave.
Yeah.
It was just like, since we're on the topic right there, just to ask, what's Facebook versus Twitter? Who you going with? Because I know you got some beef with Facebook.
In what sense?
And just
like,
in general, like as a social media, you know.
I love Twitter the most. Twitter and Instagram are my favorites. Everything else falls under it for me.
So it's like just
But I can't disrespect Facebook because that's where I blew up.
okay.
So
So there's
that was-
always like a
It was
like
always
a
there for me.
loyalty to it because
Yes,
it's like
'cause
this
it
is the
blew me
platform.
up.
Okay,
Out of
right,
nowhere for no reason. So it was
Hey,
easy
that's
to get
lit.
on the other. Like Instagram was easy transfer for me because I already
So-
had like so many people.
So when you started blowing up, what was your first thoughts? Like, was you like excited? Was you blow? Was
I
you
thought I
just
got
like,
hacked.
what you thought you got hacked?
No, I was very regular as person. Like I did little like I was go-go dancing, but like I wasn't.
But you weren't like shooting content.
No,
like, per
I
se,
wasn't.
Like,
I had
okay.
like one photo shoot my whole life at that point. Like I was just barely dipping my
Right.
toes in the water. I just woke up to that shit. Actually, the day after a breakup too. That was so crazy. I feel like he was holding me back.
That's
Hey.
crazy.
Like a
So
2-year
it was like
relationship.
after that relationship
Just a
ended, it
brand
was
The
new
like
next day, I woke up to all these friend requests. And
the
I was
universe is like you
Yeah.
did the
Like,
right
I thought
choice.
he hacked me. I don't know. Yeah, I thought something
You
happened.
win.
Next level, next level. No, that's dope. So like, all right, you're blowing up on Facebook. Around this time, Instagram hasn't came out yet, right? Like, or has
Is
it?
that
Like-
a old comment?
I don't know. No, I'm saying
You
like.
went on it today, yo. You should have heard when he did Offset. He made me so mad before we got on this podcast. I was like, wow, that was racist.
You blew up on MySpace? What?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I blew up on Xanga.
Yeah.
Okay,
You guys
so
don't even know what that is.
Zanga.
so you're getting clout on Facebook, right? What is the
I
trend?
think Instagram was still around. Yeah, I was late on Instagram, like 4 years late signing up.
Okay.
Like, I
Man.
was
So
behind.
what's your transition like? When do you look at like Instagram and you're like, okay, this is the app I need to now run with more? Like when does it take over like the place of Facebook?
Fuck? When did that happen? Like.
Because there had to be a point, you know, where you're like, okay, I can run. This is like more popular now, right? And they weren't.
But
owned.
I was never looking for the clout. Like,
So it was just more like you just
I just
transitioned
liked
because you
taking
liked it better.
pictures in bikinis at this point. Like I just loved it, and I love car shows. So I just wanted to post it more places. I was actually Instagram. I was one of those people that was posting like their coffees and cute pastries on there at first.
Oh, okay.
I was one of those.
I feel like we all started kind of there. Like I remember posting
like
my
cool
first pair of
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I did.
I was
I was
doing
posting
aesthetic
food a lot,
shit.
too.
Like content was more
I
like
was
the
just
Tumblr
posting
vibe.
It was-
selfies.
yeah.
I was just posting selfies.
Just
being
like
stupid.
chill. Like I wasn't
What's up, guys?
pressured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here.
with the game.
Right.
Okay. So then it's like, all right, so you're just posting on Instagram, no like influencer mind. When do you realize, okay, you know, you're doing the car shows at this time, right?
Yeah.
You do the car show, it goes well, you know, so you start now taking modeling more serious in a way. Like, are you
Honestly-
taking bookings now? When, you know what I'm saying?
I was doing a lot. I was doing a lot of bookings, but I was doing more music videos at that
Okay.
time. I think I transitioned harder into music videos, which I feel like was a big mistake. And then from there, I didn't take modeling serious till like
So
it took me a little bit of time because I still wanted to party and I was in college and I was stressed. Like I was like I want to do all of it and I didn't take it that serious. It's when I started like I stopped partying and stopped hanging with certain people and started gymming heavier and getting surgeries and just giving a fuck about myself and like my life, my modeling. Like I took it really serious. That's when I started getting all my
Right,
heavier
right.
publications.
So with all that, with between the modeling, your podcast, you being in people videos or whatnot, you doing like comedy parodies. What's your favorite thing to do out? Like, what's your all time favorite? What you like to do the most?
Like, okay, whatever answer I pick doesn't mean I dislike anything else. I want to
Right.
put that out there.
Just like your number one, like
My number one is car shows.
Okay.
And that goes back to like the origin of how you started.
Yeah.
So it's something you
Yeah.
loved even when
It
you weren't
birthed
me.
making money out of
Yeah.
it like that. Like you said, your
Yeah.
first car show, it was like, fuck. Like,
Like I died.
but you still went again. You
Right.
didn't let that like kind of discourage you. Even though like you said your successful one that you were like, okay, I'm going to do this. It was 2 years later.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I had to garner some attention, success to kind of like get more respect. And then after that first show, it was off. Like it just took off after
Well,
that.
let me ask you this. Like, so you're saying you're kind of blowing up on Facebook. At this time, when you start blowing up, are you thinking like, all right, LLC, how can I make money? Are you thinking that at all, or is it
because I was
just
still
like,
partying pretty hard and doing whatever and go dancing. So I'm out like 3 nights a week dancing,
Hey, that's a
having
tough
a
one.
good old time till 5, 6, 7 in the morning.
Man, I don't know nobody who really think like when it happens like I need to go get an LLC though for real because I wish I would
I
have
feel
thut
like
that
some
like
people
when
do.
it happened.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends on where
majority,
you
like
are
I
in
just wish
life.
I would have like been like, okay, let me go get
Yeah.
an
Yeah, that was
LLC
good
like
shit.
way back then. You know what I'm saying? And see, when I first started, I never really thought to tell people to subscribe to my YouTube. I had a YouTube for years. You know what I'm saying? And that
It's
shit,
like,
like,
that's just a new way of
Right.
like how
Yeah.
people
I feel
work.
like it's an age thing too.
Right.
I was
Yeah,
like
sure.
19, 20 when this shit went down. I didn't
Right.
give a fuck. I didn't even.
Exactly,
I was
yeah.
so depressed. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was just
Yeah.
happy shit was happening.
Yeah.
Hey, you real, bro. You know why you real? I'm gonna say this because there's a lot of people out there that don't even know how to admit that they was depressed or they went through a depression or something. You just said that like live. Like a lot of people don't even know how to say that. A lot of people don't even know or just feel embarrassed.
To
like,
even
it-
acknowledge
to
it.
Yeah,
even
they
acknowledge
won't
that.
admit it
That's
to
real
themselves.
nigga shit.
Sad.
That's real
Yeah.
shit though, for real. You
But
hear
I
me?
mean, I didn't acknowledge it back then. I
Right,
just
but you doing it now.
did
you know what I'm
drugs and
saying?
partied. I didn't give a fuck. I was
Like,
like,
I was
I'm not gonna
lit.
acknowledge this shit. Yeah, like
exactly.
I'm not depressed. Fuck
So
that.
how long was it until you were like, all right, I got to make money off these followers, or set up your shop or website?
Or I can't
you know?
even make money.
You know.
My
Yeah.
website came first before I got money off social media. So website came first because that actually came kind of quick because of the car show thing. People were like, oh, okay, I want merchandise. And I'm like, okay, cool. Or like after the shows, they're like, how can I buy this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, you're
Right.
fucking right. So I'm like, let me build a website. Let me get it together. Dang, just remind me of something I need to do now.
Hopefully you
Put a
remember
little
it in, like,
side note
20.
in your
I
brain.
need to fix my website for the next show. But yeah, so that came after my
And the website was kind of just telling like, put like your pictures.
Yeah,
Did you
merch.
have merch? Like,
yeah. Now it's way better. Like I have a little bit of like a background. My podcast is linked to it. My social media is YouTube. Like
Let's talk. I know a lot of your fans. Like I see a lot of your comments. Like people love you for your tattoos.
is that why they like me?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was something else.
No, it's not.
no, let's dive into that. Like, how did that start? Like, I feel like that's part of your brand too. You
Like
see
getting
Mango,
tatted?
yeah. Like, was it one of those like you got a first tattoo and you're like, oh shit, like I fuck with this, like.
No,
We
I have
getting
the
tatted.
worst. I have the worst origin story for getting tatted. It's so bad. It's not like happy at all. But I'm happy now.
It's like this is why I got all of these.
That's what I
Yeah.
get. I get tattooed when I'm going through pain most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, and if I'm like, going through something, I don't know why, but I like to get tattoos when I'm going through something. Like,
It's
I
the pain.
I'm like, take me to the tattoo.
It numbs
shop.
your
Like,
pain.
You know what I'm saying? Like all my tattoos.
I'm like the exact opposite. I'm like celebrating. I'm like, let's go get a tattoo.
There's two kinds of people.
Yeah, no, I feel like
Right,
everybody has. I don't even have a tattoo.
Yeah, you can leave.
You want to
You're
get a
not allowed
tattoo?
anymore.
You want
Nah, I
me
don't
to give you
know.
one? I'll give you
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I got
Mango gives her
bathroom, in the
second
bathroom.
tattoo ever.
Robbie
You're like,
World
oh,
let me tattoo him yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
No,
Man.
let's talk about that. I seen you've been linking with Robbie and like y'all have like a team of influencers. Like let's talk about now you're modeling, right? You start doing. How do you get into the zone of skits and like finding people to work with, or they find you? Like how do we get into like, oh man, I know this content. Like if pictures took it, like now this content is gonna take me to the other level. How does that work? Or was it a genuine thing? Like it was just the people around you.
it was V. Shout out to V, because my best friend V. She
Shout
was
out,
like,
V. Definitely got to get her on the pod.
yeah, she was like, you're really funny and you're really cool, but nobody knows that because all they know you is a model and you don't talk on camera. And I'm like, yeah, because I hate that shit, because I'm terrified of talking on camera. I couldn't even do shout outs. It was bad. Like
It's just like post this, fuck y'all.
I was like,
Yeah.
photo shoot, gone. Like I can't talk on camera. So she made me. I would say made me. She convinced me to come out to this skit.
Kind of like pushed you, like, yo, just try
Yeah,
this.
she's
see
like,
if you
just
like
show
it.
your personality, because she's like, you can't live off just your pictures forever. And I was like, yes, I can. But I did my first skit. I didn't talk because I was nervous. I tripped. I couldn't even say one word. I thought I was going to pass out. And then I don't know what happened. I guess I started relaxing and I started showing personality. And then I felt more appreciated that people liked me for getting to know me versus what I look like, which is kind of what I always wanted, because I was
That's
so
awesome.
tired of people thinking I was stupid. Because I didn't really say anything smart, but I didn't say anything
At
stupid
all,
either.
yeah.
They just
Yeah.
assumed because of how I looked. And I'm like, no, I'm actually pretty smart. And I like to, I don't have, like, shallow conversations. So I'm like, I was happy to let them know that I am goofy and I am, like, smart. Like, I'm not stupid.
Showing you
Sometimes
what
I'm
you are, for
stupid, but
real.
not, like, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm smart.
No, that's dope. So you're glad that she kind of like pushed you to now go.
She wanted me to show my personality
Yeah.
out. And
Yeah,
now,
it just
now
gets
I
you
like
out of
it.
your shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I enjoy it. I used to think of skits kind of like a job, like modeling as a job. But I mean, when I don't like something, I look at it as a job. Then I started to love it. Then I started realizing I'm at home alone doing skits. When I was downstairs asking you to shoot me, because I saw something and I thought of a skit real quick. And now it's like a passion.
Yeah, for real. You
It's
gotta
fun.
use your brain.
And you've been
every
going
time.
crazy like for like 3 years now, like with the
It's been
skits.
3 years? Oh, it has been 3 years.
Yeah, I know. At least I've seen y'all for like 3 years going hard. Like since the like before COVID.
I
like,
was,
when it started like heavy, like y'all were going
You're right.
hard with the skits.
She had been started already, and she brought me in, and I met Munchies as well, and then I met Robbie after that, and then I met everyone else. Just like fell in.
Yeah, and
All
it's
the
just
dots.
yeah, and then
Connect.
y'all been going crazy.
We found a
hard.
family within each other.
That's hard.
because
That's
we all
real.
fixed something, and the other person was lacking.
So y'all build like as a unit.
Kind of like
Yeah.
for the culture
Yeah.
podcast.
Like,
yeah.
Nah, real
Like,
shit. That's what's up.
You need
That's
that
what's
though.
up.
You need a team. Sometimes you don't even realize you building a team, or whatever God or whoever you believe in, but building a team for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. It could just happen. Like, okay, you don't even know. Like, you just walk in the room, and then next thing you know, you see them somewhere else, and y'all become one.
yeah, I
Without
didn't
even
even know I needed
trying.
help till we got together,
Right.
and then I got the help, and I was
Right.
like, wow, I did need help.
I met that man 5-6 years ago, bro. Colgate, bro. And I didn't know why we was meeting. I just knew, I was like, he seemed like a good dude. And then next thing you know, boom. And we was always keeping in contact. Then
And
know
then
he
the
was
work.
always
Yeah.
when I went through shit. Then I met Cass and met Joe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm meeting you now. Like, you never know what everything lead to. Like, I said that to say, but I ain't know this man from a can of paint. Now we got a podcast together.
Yeah, shit. Like it happens.
Yeah.
You just it
Yeah.
takes that initiative.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like on the go. So, all right. So you're modeling. You're right. Oh, you're a poet. Let's talk about a little bit about that.
Oh, you
Like,
a poet? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
I
that's
didn't
the
even know
side
that.
like
Okay.
the people don't like know too much about that. You're
Yeah.
really talented with
Well, I'm
words.
trying. I might redo all my spoken words, so I haven't really mentioned anything about it until I get that fixed.
Yeah, no.
Spotify took down some of my poetry.
They hating.
They said they don't do spoken words anymore. I have to upload it as a rap.
Yeah,
or
upload
something.
it as a
yeah, a
that's
song.
it.
Like
That's
it can't be. And one of them, they're like, it just sounds too much like spoken word, so they won't put it back up. I
They
went back
lit-
and
crazy.
forth.
What they
That's
send you
so
like an
stupid.
email about that?
Oh yeah, we went back and forth. Me and Emily.
What?
That's crazy.
Emily,
Fucking.
Come on,
we're
Emily.
coming for you.
Like, yeah. Give us a break here. Like,
I was like, girl, come on. There's
Mango
a beat
gonna
on
come
it.
with a crazy
Yeah.
diss spot for Emily.
I will from Spotify.
I will. Oh man.
And what would you
That's what's
say
up.
is like one of the ups and one of the downs of being an influencer?
What do you consider yourself an influencer or a
I
creator
do.
or what? What title do you put on?
Influencer sounds weird to me because I don't really be selling shit on there. When I do, it's usually like a weed or CBD product, so I don't even know. But like, influencer to me is like someone who stays posting because they're promoting and for other
Or
companies.
Then content creator.
Content.
I would say
Right.
content
Okay,
creator.
okay.
'Cause once in a while, I'll sell you flat tummy tea, but like,
Right.
shout out to flat tummy tea. But, but you know, I don't do that all the time. I would say content creator.
Yeah, like what are the ups and downs of like being
Um,
a content creator?
You write your own check. That's a super down. So it's up to you how much you want to make this month. Anything can trigger it. You could get flagged and lose 30 days of payment.
That happened to me last month. I was
Yeah,
so
shit's
mad.
painful. It's like, okay.
It's like they decide, like, okay.
So motherfucking mad. Like,
Ups,
yeah.
I don't know. It's
Just like you're your own boss, right? Like you would say.
It's not
like,
even that. Even if I had a manager that was telling me what to do here and there,
Things aren't guaranteed.
it's not.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
enjoy. It's just fun. It's fun. It's like living. How the fuck do I want to say this? I can't imagine not doing it now because I can't imagine just using Instagram to post regular shit and going about my day. Every time I look around a room, all I can get is ideas pouring into my head. Like, I was like, okay, a picture is fire there, and I could walk over here. I could do a skit with this wall. It's like, it allows my creative juices
like,
to flow.
different
That's a-
from the
that's a good
mango that
mindset.
thought her
That's a
Facebook
good
got hacked.
mindset.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
right? Like the mind. That's
because I was
crazy.
shy back then too. Like I wasn't like I was showed on the internet, but in real life I was shy. So content creating forces you to break out of your shell. You always growing and learning, if you allow yourself
Yeah.
to.
And you can really make a lot of money off of the
Hell,
internet.
I know
Lot
people
of
that make
money.
30, 40K a month.
Yeah, for real.
Hit the money button. There it is.
All the way.
Hit
Yeah,
the
for real.
DJ scratch right there. Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay, money button is the A button.
Yeah.
Keep that in the notes. but shit, okay. So it's funny. Me and DZ were having a conversation earlier. We did a little segment called Quick Talk,
Quick Talk.
and we were talking about like our perspective on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, you can't hate on nobody that's getting the bag.
Can't.
It's like your way of like whatever you're putting out, then you choose to what, you know what I'm saying? Because OnlyFans doesn't make you put certain content out
It's up to
to,
you what you
Yeah.
want to put out.
Yeah.
You can be on OnlyFans selling energy drinks.
Yeah.
yeah. So what's your perspective on that?
Yeah.
Just in general, that the brand, the app, like your fans that tell you, yo, Mango, you gonna get OnlyFans?
I'm talking about your mango. You gonna get on
Yo, when you get that OnlyFans?
I get like 20 of
I
those
know you.
messages a day,
That's
yo.
what I was trying to say. I know.
Stop.
I know you got like motherfuckers just hitting you out like, yo, I
but-
will pay triple.
They say that. They could have just cash out now. So the question is that
Just would Mango ever start an OnlyFans
oh
for the people your fans watching that they're waiting for this answer for the unopened DM
the unopened.
so they know
I always say nah, but sometimes I be thinking about it.
and you never know like shit motherfucker.
It's just that okay. I don't. I know that there's a lot of girls that don't post like shit like that, and they'll be like, just post in your bikinis and they'll be fine. Just get your money and go, and just don't stop. But I'm like, I don't trust myself because I don't want to be on the internet like that, which is fine for whoever does. I don't want to
and
do it.
that's dope. Yeah, it's like your personal aspect.
I don't want
on
to
it.
be. Yeah, I don't want like my kids or little brothers or like whoever to see shit like that.
That's the.
To be real with
That's
you.
what we were just talking about.
I know.
like-
I'll be like, well, who cares? I'm like, I care. It's one thing when I'm sexy in lingerie. It's another thing when I'm naked with
And it's like-
To the
playing
whole
with
world.
myself on the internet.
it
I don't
kind of
do
like
that.
opens that door. Like if you see yourself making bands, you're like, fuck. What
But
if I
here's
do
the
this?
thing: like everyone's like, oh, just post sexy pics that you can't post on IG and lingerie, and then take it down. And I think about it all the time. I'm like, I could do that. It really wouldn't be no thing. But then I'm like, would I stop posting that? You tell me I'm gonna make 30K. Let's say I make 30K in a month. Would I get greedy? I don't trust myself.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
human still.
Yeah.
And that's
That's a
awesome.
slippery
Like
That's
slope.
real.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fall down that hole, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, I'm
That's
naked on
hard.
the internet, fucking myself with different
You, your
vibrators
work.
for thousands and thousands of dollars because I got into this hole of money. Nah,
It's you
I
versus
can't.
you.
Let me just
All the-
not.
That's-
and the fact that
Yeah.
you know
You
that
versus you.
is
Yeah, I don't trust
awesome.
myself.
Like that's
Yeah, that's
dope.
good.
I love
That's
money.
dope.
I don't
You
trust
your
myself.
best friend and your worst enemy. That's
Yes.
real.
Yeah.
And I think I would convince myself. Oh, see, our brain is a dangerous place.
It is.
Man.
And I feel like mine's a war zone sometimes about OnlyFans, so I don't trust myself to even try.
Oh,
it.
that's hard.
And
our
I know
brain
I'm
is
gonna
a
have
dangerous
regrets.
place.
I know it.
Say that's a gem. That's a motherfucking
Our brain,
wrong button.
our brain is a dangerous place.
There it is.
Nah, but yeah, real shit. That's dope. That's a fly perspective, and I respect that. That's really interesting. I feel like that's a whole like segment in itself.
Yeah.
Like that people, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like everything, everybody's gonna always have a different opinion.
Yeah, Yeah, and I mean,
that's
I know
okay.
my homegirls want to see this and be like, "You're so dumb. All I post is this, and you will never be stressed again." I'm like, but I think about the future so fucking much, and like,
And you do a lot of shit
I
still.
have my brothers,
you know what
bro.
I'm
That's
saying?
so weird.
Yeah,
I
no.
would kill myself. Probably should bleep that out.
Yeah.
Man.
I would die if certain people saw shit like that. I cannot.
No, and like the internet's
Yeah.
a wide variety of space. Like anybody could get a hold of anything. at any
Internet
time.
isn't always treated like a part of the real world because it's the internet.
But it is
But
the
yeah,
real
yeah,
world.
in hindsight, it is because something on
realer
the
than
internet
the
can
real
fuck up
world.
your real life. Therefore, it
Oh,
is
yeah.
now
Man.
eye to eye with the real world. You have to treat it so.
Ooh, this interview
Let's
is
go.
brought to you by.
Facts.com.
The internet.
Well,
This one of them ones for real.
Yeah.
She dropping some shit. She saying some shit. Y'all tap in, boy.
and
Yeah.
like, so what should the audience, right, expect, the fans, anybody that supports Mango, like 2023? Like, I know you've been in some, what were you shooting? You were telling me you were doing a TV show, or was it a movie? Where
I'd
you
just
played
be
the dr-
appearing like in random shows. You'd be watching. Like, is that Mango walking by with a plate of food? Like that, you see me in them.
So what should the people expect from Mango? Like, I know you got a lot of shit going on, so give them a little sneak peek of like what you got like going on this year, besides going viral, because I know y'all got a lot of skits
Yeah.
coming out for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them, don't expect shit, but be ready for anything.
Hey,
That's it.
let's go.
The shit's coming,
Okay.
but don't expect shit because I'm not telling you where to put your standards out with me. Just be there.
Hey, you
It's
got
gonna
some
happen.
hella fight. Do you know that you be saying shit that's like
She should write like a fat
like,
quote
yeah,
book.
like, you
Yeah,
got
like Mango
quotes,
quote
like,
book.
quote-
You know I saved
them
my quotes so I can
Quote
do
of the
that.
day.
For real?
Those
Yeah, they're
are
on my notes. I have like
quotes.
6 pages of quotes.
Yo,
So, like,
you should dead
sometimes I be
ass.
Oh, yeah.
preaching. I'm like, oh shit, hold on, girl, stop crying. And I'll put it in, and I'll be like, okay, I'll come back.
So
I'm like,
do
Yeah,
slow
you
you
down.
just
put
make it a
those
quote a
quotes
day.
like on Twitter or something?
I say sometimes on Twitter.
Okay,
or
because
Facebook, I'll say some shit.
Twitter that's part of the brand. Like you say that shit, they go retweet it right.
I mostly be on Twitter mad, so they be getting a
Yeah.
different side.
Well, you
of
say
me.
you like Twitter the most, anyways, right?
I love Twitter.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I know Facebook.
It's
You
freedom
were,
of speech on Twitter.
you're telling me, I know you got beef with Facebook because of the Facebook
Facebook
jail.
has beef with me.
Yeah, you're
Instagram
right.
almost has beef with me.
Almost.
Because I had like 5 shits reported yesterday that I had to dispute. They all went through too. Like they got disputed and they were like, my
Check my
bad.
shit today.
Well, who the fuck? Why the fuck? Oh my god, bro.
What's the craziest DM you've probably ever gotten? I know you get some shit.
I have this one guy that writes me stories about how like our family that we have together.
Oh.
And he drew a picture of me pregnant, and he's like, "It's you and me. I love you so much." He was like, "You're my wife. You're pregnant with my child." And he was like, "Our kids." And I have. Here, I'm gonna see.
What?
I don't want to like.
He's writing like a
I
whole
have him
scripted story. Like,
Yeah, and I used to block him all the time.
what? This guy, I mean, he got
Look, so
imagination.
this is him. It's the egg. It's the
He got the
emoji.
pregnant emoji.
I'm trying to
What?
find one of the pictures. He be
Oh
going.
man.
Is he a good artist at least?
Let's
Like,
find.
are these nice
Is
pictures?
this a good drawing?
Like, are you like, damn, I can't, I don't fuck
one
with
of
what
them
you're
was a
saying.
little surprised. Here he'll tell me, marry me, like repeatedly.
Oh,
He's
man.
been going for a couple years now, just stories.
Oh
For
my
years.
god. Hey, you
he
better.
won't let up.
You seen
there
Players
you
Club?
go, photoshopping my picture and shit.
He's like, that's me with the mask in the middle.
Yeah, he look
Oh
at this
my
shit. What
God.
the fuck is even this?
Wow.
So I stopped blocking him because he'd make new profiles, and then I got kind of worried when he sent me voice notes, and I was like, what if he come find me?
Oh my god.
But I actually don't think he's in America either.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's, see, like, I feel like that's one of like the, not, I mean, downsides of like being a female content creator and just on the internet in general.
Yeah, that's real though. Like, let me say it, bro. Like, not even just females, but females most importantly, man. Y'all make sure y'all be safe and y'all cover yourself out here. You know what I'm saying? Keep some mace, keep some pepper spray, keep a gun, keep your defense up. Learn how to do karate.
I know
box,
Mango got
something
that.
because like I got a daughter, and somebody play with my daughter. What
Oh,
hit me
man.
is World War 50, whatever year it is.
All the wars.
It's over with. Like, and because a lot of people don't respect, a lot of people don't know how to back off and stop. And
Yeah, and just
you
like,
just got to be safe, man, and know how to move. You know what I'm saying? And then just make sure that you watch your surroundings for real.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Yeah, 1,000%, bro. A lot of shit that goes on. Like as the world like evolves, so do good and bad things. You know, it's just
Cause guess what? These females is not playing. These dudes be thinking they can just come like try to rob a
Hell
female
nah.
or something. They be
Not
killing
nowadays.
them.
Yeah.
They be fighting them. They be choking them out.
I seen this video that went viral the other day with the girl in the gym. Did y'all see that?
Seen that.
Some
She from
dude
Temple.
attacked her.
That happened in Temple.
And then he just like beat her up, and she beat him up,
Yeah.
and he ran away.
Yeah, I seen another video. A lady tried to rob a lady, and she ended up. She was telling him on camera. You can see it. She like, "I kill you. Don't do it. Don't try to rob me." And then thought she was like playing. He had on the mask, and she said, "I told you I kill you. I ain't want to do it." And she shot him. Bow, bow. And
Mango's like,
he
I
was
could,
like,
I
"Hell,
could
I'm
relate
sorry.
to
I'm
that.
sorry. I was just playing." Like I was like, "Damn." You know what I'm saying? Don't play out here.
So bet
Like
like
Mango, man.
before we end this segment, you know, is there anything you want to tell the people?
Smoke Mango Kush.
Yeah.
Let's try that mango Kush pack. Actually, we do gotta make you a mango Kush pack. Like I think that'd be hard.
You know, I tried to trademark Mango Kush, but I can't.
Or Miss Mango Kush pack.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Miss
We'll
Mango
figure it
Kush.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we end this, we're gonna get our brother Colgate to come in, and he's gonna do like a quick fire type of question and answer segment with you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta think too hard about the answers, you know, and we get that shit done.
Rapid
Thank
fire.
you for coming through, man.
Thank you
Like,
for having
appreciate
me.
Thank you for
having
dropping
you.
the gems.
yeah,
You
you dropped some gems.
gems
Yeah.
for real.
You definitely got.
I'm sorry. What's the gem sound?
Hey.
Yeah, you definitely dropped top 5 gems in this whole episode. We're gonna have you back for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And appreciate y'all for tapping in to For the Culture podcast,
Make
man.
sure y'all subscribe. You hear me?
Subscribe, like. Y'all follow Mango Kush on every platform.
Yes.
And watch out, the Spotify disc coming soon.
And what's the name of your podcast? You want to shout it out?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to our podcast, Rollin Pretty.
Yeah, dope.
Get
Go watch
ready
our
to-
episode too if y'all haven't seen that.
Let's go.
Oh,
All right,
facts.
guys.
All right.
We out for.
Okay, welcome to Rapid Fire, Mango. Thank you for being here.
Thank you
Love
for
the
having
interview.
me.
It was great. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple questions. Don't overthink it. Just pop right in. First thing that comes into your mind, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get it. Okay. Who has had the most influence in your life?
In terms of what?
Just
Sorry,
in
I'm
general.
thinking.
The biggest influence on you in your life.
Overthinking.
Don't overthink. First thing that comes to your mind.
Probably V, my best friend.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Who do you want to be like at the pinnacle of your career? Who do you look up to?
Paris Hilton.
Awesome. Boom. Drop it in. Drop it in. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
If I'm not in prison, maybe on TV.
TV. Okay.
Fighting.
Fighting.
Reality show shit.
Who you gonna fight?
Who do I want to fight? I kind of don't like Ed Sheeran's face. I don't know if that's rude because he's ginger. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I also would like to fight Drake too. I have been saying that for a while.
They both be doing a little too much. I
Yeah,
think.
Drake be doing too much. I feel like if we fought one-on-one, maybe I'd understand him better.
I feel that. Okay. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Extrovert.
Okay. Where would you never visit, even if you were paid $1 million to go there?
Macon, Georgia.
Man, I went to Macon, Georgia one time because I do real estate investment.
Yeah.
And I went down there to meet this guy for like this house. It looks like Afghanistan down
It
there.
was trash.
It's crazy. I'm going off the exit and it's like everything was shut down.
Everything is trash. And I was like, yo, what is this fake apocalyptic Atlanta that I'm in right now? It was
was
bad.
wild.
It was a bad time.
What is your proudest accomplishment?
Graduating college.
Hell yeah. Let's get a drop for that. Shout out to education. All right. When was the best year of your life and when was the worst year of your life?
2016 was the best year so far. I'm sure there's more coming. 2017 was the worst year because I lost so many people.
I'm sorry.
And things changed forever.
I've been there. That's tough. Okay, last one. Here we go. Let's make it a good one. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one. Who is your celebrity crush?
Raul Alejandro.
Boom. There it is. Rapid fire with Mango in the building. This has been For the Culture podcast. Mango, thank you for coming.
Thank you
We
for having me.
appreciate it. For the Culture. Let's go.